everyone, welcome back. It's the Louis Vuitton Princess, and today I am filming another requested video that honestly I think is kind of long overdue. So this video is going to be like a twofold thing, I think, or I might make two separate videos. I don't know. I'll decide as I go along. But the main feature of today's video is going to be none other than the St. Cloud Bebe. Okay, so you can hear by the excitement in my voice how much I love this bag. So this is the Bebe St. Cloud, and this is one of those bags that falls into the weird category of, it was a bag that I didn't even know existed. Literally, I know most of the Louis Vuitton styles, but this was a bag that I didn't even know existed until a couple months ago. And as soon as I realized that it did exist, I was just like, well, I absolutely have to have one come hell or high water. So this is the Bebe St. Cloud, and I am obsessed with this bag. This is another bag that is one of my most worn Louis Vuitton bags out of all of my bags. I'm a huge mini bag girly, which is a bit odd for me because I started out as really liking big bags, but I don't know, I kind of just had like this shift where it's like, why carry like very large heavy bags? And I have a lot of large heavy bags, but it's like, why carry very large heavy bags when you really can just boil it down to like the essentials of the essentials and basically just have like a very small bag that only has a few things in it. So this is the St. Cloud Bebe, and I actually have a measuring tape today. I stole it from my boyfriend and I'm gonna give it back. But so the St. Cloud Bebe is about just under 5 inches in width, and again like 4.5 inches in height, and it has a depth of about 2 inches. And then we'll do the strap drop. And the strap drop is about 21.5 inches or so for strap drop. So those are the dimensions for the Bebe St. Cloud, and it's just like the cutest bag ever. It is a smaller bag. I mean, you can see just by the size that it's like teeny tiny. Oops, almost dropped it. Teeny tiny, and it is what I call an essentials only bag. Like, it's the type of bag where when I take this out, I'm traveling as light as possible, which usually just means I have like a clay, multi-clay key holder, and I have like a chapstick and a key fob. That's what I put in here. And I'm probably gonna film a separate video that's like a what's in my bag. But yeah, this is a bag I take traveling very light. It's not one that you're gonna fit the kitchen sink in, but it's big enough that you can fit the essentials. One thing about this bag that I will note is the strap drop is not very long, but once again, as I always say, because it's a traditional buckle strap, you can add an extender to make it longer. It is worn as a crossbody, and I mean, again, this kind of depends on like your size. For me, it kind of fits like on my hip, but you can also wear it on your shoulder. It is a smaller bag, so it's not gonna, you know, again, if you're a really teeny tiny person, it probably will fit on you like a traditional crossbody. But if you're not a teeny tiny person, it's gonna sit a little bit higher, but I personally don't mind that, to be honest. So I absolutely love the St. Cloud Bebe. It's great for running errands. Again, this is not the PM. The St. Cloud comes in a couple different sizes. I've seen people call the St. Cloud PM the mini St. Cloud or Bebe St. Cloud. It is not the Bebe St. Cloud. This is the Bebe St. Cloud. As you can see, like looking at it compared to my hand, it is teeny. The St. Cloud comes in the Bebe, which is the rarest size St. Cloud, and it also comes in PM, MM, and GM. But this is the smallest St. Cloud. So these were originally made in the 1980s. It has a 1980s date code in here. that, to be honest. I don't really feel like fighting to find. But the biggest reasons why I bought this particular Bebe St. Cloud is for two features. One, you can see that the hardware is still gold. I mean, that's just absolutely beautiful. Most St. Clouds that you see, not even the rare Bebe ones, the hardware is very tarnished. So to find one where the hardware is still gold, that's great. And this St. Cloud also doesn't have any cracks on the folds. Pretty much all St. Clouds have cracks on the folds here. So again, finding one that does not have cracks on the folds is that's pretty hard to come by, honestly. So I really liked a lot of the features of this St. Cloud. It honestly just like was in really good condition. And you know, again, like I said, I'm pretty sure this bag is like 40 years old. So it's like, to be a bag that's 40 years old, it's in really good shape. And it does have the back pocket here, just like the traditional St. Cloud, but it's in very good shape to be a 40-year-old bag. You really just like don't see 40-year-old bags that look like this much anymore. Big fan of the St. Cloud BB. And so then for comparison, this is the St. Cloud GM. So once again, lots of people, they get it mixed up and they call various St. Clouds by the wrong size. So this is another little comparison for you guys. This is the BB, this is the St. Cloud GM. I mean, as you can see, these are very, very different sized items. And so I went over the dimensions for the BB St. Cloud. So now we'll just briefly look at the GM St. Cloud. And the GM St. Cloud is about 9 across the top and about like 8 to 9 height and a depth of about 2.5 inches. So again, that's a very big difference, those dimensions versus the dimensions of the BB St. Cloud. Very, very, very different. So I don't want to do too much for comparing these two, but you can really just see, just from looking at them side by side, that this is a much bigger bag. The St. Cloud GM, I actually am pretty sure I do have a what's in my bag for on my page already. But this is definitely more of like an everyday shoulder bag. You know, you're going to be able to fit a full-size wallet, you know, accessories, SLGs. This is definitely more of like an everyday sort of crossbody. It has a longer strap. And the St. Cloud BB is more of, like I said, for me, this is my night out bag. This is my date night bag. This is, I really am not taking hardly anything out of the house, and I just want something small that really fits close to my body. That's the St. Cloud BB. So, as always, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. And if you did not know about the St. Cloud BB, now you know.